we start with the latest we're tracking on part of the wrestlers' protest. Remember, there's been no end to the deadlock between the wrestlers. But the centre in the latest has reached out to the wrestlers. In fact, wrestlers Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik are both meeting Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur at his residence as we speak. This is, remember, a second meeting between the wrestlers and the Union Minister. Also remember, before this we saw how Saturday evening is when the Union Home Minister also could be seen interacting with the wrestlers, and the wrestlers have confirmed the same 2 times now. Now the wrestlers had met with Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday, but it remained inconclusive. Sources tell Times Now that the wrestlers have put forth 4 demands before the Sports Minister in the meeting that is currently underway. The wrestlers demand that Brij Bhushan be arrested immediately. Their second demand is that tainted characters associated with the Wrestling Federation be sacked. The third demand, of course, is to conduct fair WFI elections, and the fourth one is that the FIRs registered against wrestlers must be quashed. Times Now also spoke to the accused BJP MP and WFI chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh earlier today, who of course decided to distance himself from the ongoing meeting at the Union Sports Minister's residence. Listen in.
सर, अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने कल रात को ट्वीट किया। उन्होंने कहा कि एक बार फिर से वो रेसलर्स को बुलाएंगे मुलाकात करने के लिए और हर पहलू पर बातचीत करने के लिए तैयार है। किस तरीके से सर देखते हैं इस पूरी मुलाकात को और एक और पहल को?
नहीं, मेरा क्या, उससे कोई मेरा संबंध नहीं है। बुलाएंगे, रेसलर हैं, वो मंत्री हैं, मिल ही सकते हैं, क्या उसमें दिक्कत है?
सर, स्टेटस को रिपोर्ट का इंतजार करेंगे। 48 घंटों में बताया जा रहा है कि दिल्ली पुलिस सबमिट कर सकती है।
मैं तो इंतजार ही कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ जी,
मेरा कोई कमेंट नहीं है, मेरा कोई कमेंट नहीं है।
Whether or not we will see a breakthrough after this interaction that is currently underway at Union Sports Minister's residence remains to be seen. But we also earlier in the day spoke to Sakshi Malik, an exclusive at Times Now, wherein she also said that they would agree to call off their protest only if they get a positive assurance.
दूसरा ये कि मतलब क्या बोलोगे मीटिंग में?
हमारी मांग तो सेम ही है, गिरफ्तार करो, जो बताया तो था सुबह। सही है, ओपन होगा, सब जो भी होगा पब्लिक को पता चलना चाहिए कि सरकार ने क्या रखा है, हमारी क्या मांग है। हम फैसला तभी लेंगे जब हम अपना जो यार गवर्नमेंट हमें देगी कि क्या क्या मानने वाली है, वो हम अपने जो ग्राम पंचायत जो है जुड़े हुए हैं हमारे साथ संगठन सारे, उनको पहले दिखाएंगे कि सरकार ने ये फैसला ये किया है और क्या हमें मानना चाहिए या नहीं मानना चाहिए। अगर हमें नहीं पसंद आए तो हम ही मना कर देंगे। जब उनकी तरफ से हो जाएगा ना, ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट ठीक दे रही है, तो ही एग्री होगा।
Remember, as we speak, sources also told Times Now earlier that the minor wrestler, the lone wrestler who had accused Brij Bhushan of sexual harassment, had recorded a fresh statement on 6th of June under Section 164 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, retracting allegations of sexual assault. Now, the decision lies on the court to decide if the charges can be pursued, and a trial will decide which statement under Section 164 will be given precedence. But the opposition is asking the centre as to what's the compulsion behind shielding Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, as to why no action whatsoever has been taken against him so far.
One thing is very clear as far as Congress party is concerned, our stand remains the same. We stand with our daughters. Till the time our daughters get justice, we are going to be with them in this fight and in every fight. This government should be ashamed of itself. This government is breaking its own records in how it is handling this matter, in trying to curb the voices of these daughters. What kind of atmosphere government wants to create, what kind of example government wants to set just to save one accused. But who are the people who are having these selective leaks against these daughters? And the government will have to pay a heavy price for this.
The government will have to pay a heavy price for this, is what the opposition is saying. And this time around, we've also seen, as far as the Jantar Mantar protest is concerned, it did see several political representatives also join the protest. who continued to put out those questions to the central government and the Delhi police alike on part of the protesting wrestlers. But this is the latest outreach on part of the central government. Days after Union Home Minister Amit Shah met with some of the protesting wrestlers, that meet though remained inconclusive. Once again, the government, in an attempt to reach out to them, to hold dialogue with them, Sports Minister Anurag Thakur, as we speak, is currently holding discussions with some of those protesting wrestlers. It's been hours altogether. Whether or not there is any breakthrough on cards remains to be seen, because like we told you through that conversation wherein Times Now confronted Sakshi Malik ahead of this discussion, this latest round of discussion, Sakshi Malik said that they're not going to go back on their demands, and their biggest demand at the moment is the immediate arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. We're also telling you that there are 4 demands in principle that the wrestlers have in the latest put out, and they're saying that there is no going back on these 4 demands. So the 4 demands that have been made so far remain the top focus here on Times Now, wherein they're of course demanding the arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. They're also saying that some of the tainted characters, because they're hinting at involvement of other people as well within the WFI, they be sacked as well, that free and fair elections of WFI be conducted, and FIRs registered against the wrestlers. Remember, this goes back to the 28th of May incident where they were detained for trying to march towards the new Sansad, the new parliament building. That be quashed is what the wrestlers are saying. We will reconnect with the Karishma in just a bit, because she's the one tracking the latest on part of the ongoing meeting which is currently underway still at the Union Sports Minister's residence, and that remains one of Times Now's top focus this evening. We shift our focus in the meanwhile